Welcome in, everybody. Thank you guys for being here. You've reached Crypto Mike 9000 on YouTube. All right, first of all, you found your way here to YouTube, Crypto Mike 9000. This here is not financial advice. We're going to talk some money, some crypto, some Bitcoin. It's not financial advice, all right? It's not life advice, any of that. This is entertainment only, okay? Please take a moment, join me on Patreon. Lots of bonus content over there. Join me on Patreon, Crypto Mike 01 on Patreon. Here on YouTube, Crypto Mike 9000, all one word. Don't put the spaces in there, you won't come up. Also, the podcast is up with new episodes out, okay? Crypto Talk with Mike on Spotify. If you don't have Spotify yet, you can sign right up on your computer, on the app, either way, with just an email. It's free to listen to all the podcasts, all my podcasts, free to listen. Sign up, have a listen, see what you think, let me know, okay? Also, with the YouTube videos, if you like the videos, please take a moment to subscribe, like, share, comment, and set your notifications. If you don't like them, or if there's something you want different in the videos, or if you don't like them, feel free to give me a thumbs down, but please tell me what the problem is so I know, so I can cater this content to what most people want, okay? So either way, give me a content, good or bad. Feel free to give me a negative one. Just give me some constructive criticism, what you like, don't like, which cryptos you'd like covered more. I know I go heavy on Bitcoin, a big Bitcoin bull, but we can talk about all kinds of different ones. I do specials all the time. So let me know what you like. Okay, and also please take a moment also to visit our friends at deltarescue.org. Okay, this is Leo Grillo's animal welfare organization out in LA. Okay, they do good work, real good work. Started as a dog sanctuary, still is primarily that. He also has other animals there now. All kinds of things going on. Got some good videos on YouTube. You can watch deltarescue.org. Okay. All right, we're going to start a little bit of news. Polkadot, which is an underlying framework for connecting various blockchains. They launched their first set of parachains this weekend. I'm sure you've heard a lot about this all over the crypto news this past couple weeks. Okay. This is coming about now after 5 years of development, okay? The first 5 to be auctioned off, Acala, Moonbeam, Parallel Finance, Astar, and Clover, are all essentially layer 1 blockchains, okay? They're all essentially layer 1 blockchains built for decentralized finance. If you hear the barking in the background, that's my dogs. Down the other side of the house, making a lot of noise. Apologies for that. Also, Gear Technologies, a smart contract layer supporting the Polkadot blockchain framework, has raised $12 million to provide a fast track for smart contract development. Gear hopes to launch a testnet in early 2022, right around the corner. Okay. Next, our friends at JP Morgan Chase have partnered with German industrial group Siemens. You know them, they're a big industrial conglomerate from Germany. Sell a lot of goods here in the U.S. They teamed with Siemens to develop a semi-distributed system for payments using the bank's Onyx blockchain. Okay, Siemens is Onyx's first anchor client, first big money client, and will use the system to automatically transfer and verify US dollar payments between its own accounts. So, you know, JP Morgan Chase, Morgan Stanley, you know, they started off all against cryptos, and now they're all making investments in the crypto space. Now they're all getting on board. Have been for a little while now. All right, you all know Jamie Dimon at JPM to this day will rag on Bitcoin and cryptos of all sorts, but he's got his people involved heavily now. Okay. Next, yield compounding tool Grim Finance suffered a $30 million re-entrancy exploit on Sunday. All right, Grim is built on the Phantom Opera network. Grim allows users to stake their liquidity pool tokens in what it calls Grim Vaults, automatically harvesting yields. A lot of us are getting yield on our cryptos these days. I have not used these folks myself, but just be careful wherever you're doing it. You always have third-party risk, okay? Okay. So in the Grim Vaults, they automatically harvest yields and restaking rewards using strategies for even higher yields. Stolen Phantom tokens were routed to other Phantom-based decentralized exchanges, including AnySwap and SpookySwap, where the attackers exchanged them for other cryptos, including dollar proxy asset USDC. This is the kind of bad news we don't need right now. You know, this is going to inhibit us from facilitating adoption. Grim developers paused all vaults on Sunday to prevent further damage through the platform's total value lock. Though the platform's total value locked plummeted. Of course it did, because you lost all the money. That's very bad. Next, the Bank of England is facing challenges in finding the information it needs on institutional exposure to crypto, and plans to ramp up the pace of international talks on establishing a regulatory regime for the crypto assets. A growing number of banks offering crypto trading and custody for clients requires global rules to protect the financial system. They say. They're calling for collaboration between the G20 Financial Stability Board. Now, you know these guys are going to get involved because cryptos are just getting too big for them to ignore. So, like it or not, we're going to have to be dealing with some of these guys. All right. Next up, MicroStrategy. The number one, as far as I'm concerned, the number one proxy, Bitcoin proxy on the big board stocks, MicroStrategy, stock symbol MSTR. MicroStrategy officials outlined some potential ways the company can generate yield from its 122,478 Bitcoin stockpile. Almost can't even say it without laughing. MicroStrategy right now has on their balance sheet 122,478 Bitcoins right now. Today. That's amazing. Anyone still looking for a Bitcoin proxy? Well, there it is. MSTR, not financial advice. They outlined this during a virtual investor day last week. The enterprise software firm turned unofficial Bitcoin investment vehicle is considering lending some Bitcoin to what they call trustworthy counterparties, putting a lien on it with other software firms, or even mortgaging it out. See, this is just amazing stuff right here. It's fascinating. It's great news. MicroStrategy CEO Michael Saylor said, MicroStrategy began investing in Bitcoin in 2020. Okay, so it's just the end of 2021 now, and they've already got 122,478 Bitcoin. So investing in Bitcoin was replacing the majority of its cash holdings and taking on debt to mitigate inflation expectations. And now owns about $5.8 billion worth of the asset. Michael Saylor, the CEO, said no formal steps have been taken to further financialize its Bitcoin hoard. So that's amazing news. MicroStrategy. We haven't talked about a Bitcoin proxy in a while. This is it. MicroStrategy is it. You guys know I like a few of the others. I like GBTC. A lot of people don't technically consider that a proxy because it is a Bitcoin trust, and that's fine. I'm going to go with MicroStrategy, okay, as the #1 big board stock proxy for Bitcoin for sure. Michael Saylor, you can listen to a lot of his talks. He's all over the place on podcasts and broadcasts talking about why he's doing what he's doing and what he thinks the future of Bitcoin holds. And he's got the Saylor Academy now, the educational foundation. Lots of very exciting things going on. All right, it's all in the Bitcoin space, so try to pay attention to this stuff. Okay? So listen, just try to remember this here is it's not financial advice. All right? This is entertainment only right here. Entertainment only. I'll tell you to do some things once in a while, like I'll tell you to stay happy, stay healthy, and stack those sats. I'll tell you to do those things, I'll tell you what I'm doing from time to time to disclose it. Feel free to follow along if you like. Now, please join me on Patreon, CryptoMike01. Check out the podcast on Spotify, Crypto Talk with Mike. Please check out Delta Rescue if you get a chance. It's deltarescue.org. It's one of the charities that gives almost all the money to the animals, to feed, to care, medical care, to house, shelter. None of this BS about executives taking first-class flights around the country to go to conferences and this sort of thing, okay? So that's what drew me to them in the first place, okay? Please check them out if you get a chance, deltarescue.org. All right? And here on YouTube, Crypto Mike 9000, you found your way here. Please like, share, subscribe, comment, turn on notifications. All right? Helps get the channel out. Thank you very much.